What do you say to Mark and Lucinda in my district who had a plan, they liked it, it was affordable, but it is being terminated, and now they do not have health insurance?
Insurance companies cancel individual policies year in and year out. They are one-year contract with individuals.
Okay.
They are not lifetime plans. They are not an employer plan. Your constituents will have lots of options.
Wow. The White House now admits if you liked your plan, you might not be able to keep your plan. But my next guest, a Republican, has a plan to fix that for the Democratic president. Joining us right now, Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Senator Johnson, like many of the 2 to 20 million, kicked off their plans already. They're wondering what happened. What do you plan on doing about it?
Well, what we're going to do is, within Obamacare, there was a grandfather clause, but it was a phony grandfather clause. It basically said, yeah, you can keep your health care plan as long as you totally change your health care plan. So it was totally false advertising. So we're actually going to put in a true grandfather plan that if you have a health care plan today and you like it, you can actually keep that plan. Now, Brian, unfortunately, we can't save those plans for every American short of repealing the law. But we sure can make sure that President Obama honors that promise to millions of Americans. And so I'm certainly hoping my Democratic Senate colleagues will join us in at least passing this measure, the if you like your health plan, you can keep it act.
There was a sense in the House of that moving forward under Chairman Upton. I'm wondering, besides Senator Manchin, would there be anybody else amenable on the Democratic side to go along with you?
I know Senator Landry was actually talking about dropping her own bill to do just that, too. So we'll certainly be in discussions. And, let's face it, I think Democrats in the Senate have a real opportunity to make sure that President Obama honors that promise. And I'm hoping they'll actually take that opportunity. And we have to do it fast, Brian, before all these plans just go away forever. And
that's what's happening. It's a fast-moving situation now that it's actually here. Can you imagine if the website was actually running? Now, I want to bring you to some other story, really broke last night, that the insurance companies are being intimidated by the White House to keep their mouths shut and not complain, along with trade organizations. So the initial reports that the insurance companies were saying, I'm out, you're out. Now they're being told to keep quiet. What do you feel? How do you feel about that? Do you think there's some validity there?
Well, that's just a renewed effort. The White House actually sent letters to insurance companies a couple of years ago saying you cannot tell your policyholders that the reason their premiums are going up is because of Obamacare. So this intimidation of insurance companies has been going on for years under this health care law. And Brian, the other thing they're doing is they're trying to set the insurance companies up for a fall. This administration wants to blame insurance companies for the increased premiums when, in fact, it's all the mandates of Obamacare that's causing health care to rise.
So why don't these insurance CEOs get some steel in their spine and speak up anyway? What are they afraid of? Well,
let's face it, they are regulated by government. And that's part of the problem, is the fear factor. There was a couple here in Wisconsin. They called our office. They both have cancer. They're getting dropped from their coverage. Can't get coverage on healthcare.gov. But, Brian, they don't want their names mentioned because they're afraid of IRS intimidation and retribution. That's just a very sad fact. Americans are watching what this administration is doing, and they are afraid, whether they're insurance companies or whether they're cancer victims that have lost their insurance company.
Gotcha.
It's a very sad commentary on this president.
And you're somebody who made it big in the private sector and also knows the struggle in and out of Washington. Senator Johnson, thanks so much. I look forward to seeing where your measure goes.
Have a great morning.
You too. Straight ahead.